Hi friends, I have another story for you about things that are up in the sky. Take a second and think about the things you see when you look up in the sky. Maybe you've seen clouds up in the sky, or the sun. Maybe you have seen the moon or stars. Maybe you've seen a shooting star, an airplane, a bird, or a helicopter. Lots of things are up in the sky. Well, this book is called Looking into the Night Sky. Let's see if there's anything that we didn't think of that you might see when you're looking into the sky. When we look into the night sky, we are exploring space. The things we see at night are there in the daytime too. We don't often see them in the daytime because they're hidden by the bright sunlight. So the moon and the stars are still there in the daytime. We just don't see them because the sunlight is so bright. We see things that move across the sky. Shooting stars or meteors, satellites, and comets. Satellites are things that the astronauts bring up into outer space, and they fix them when they're broken. Other things appear to move very slowly in the sky, like the moon, the stars, and the planets. Have you ever gone out away from the city and looked up into the sky and seen the stars shining very bright? When we're in the city, like Columbus, where we live, sometimes it's a little bit trickier to see the stars. And sometimes if it's a cloudy night, you don't really see any stars at all. You just see clouds. The clouds might even hide the moon in the sky. A constellation is a group of stars. Some constellations are named by the shapes that they suggest. Have you ever done a dot to dot in a coloring book? That's kind of like what a constellation is. Long time ago, people looked up into the sky and they connected the stars and named the shapes that they made. Those are constellations. Might be a Pegasus, like a flying horse, or a fish, an eagle, or the Big Dipper or the Little Dipper. The Great Bear constellation can be seen in the sky north of the equator. The Big Dipper is part of the Great Bear. The Southern Cross can be seen in the sky south of the equator. So this is a constellation called the Southern Cross. Here are some of the other constellations to look for in the night sky: Orion the Hunter, or Taurus the Bull. There are many things to look for in the night sky. The end. So maybe next time there is a clear night, you could go outside and you can look up into the sky and you can see if there's any constellations that you recognize. Maybe the Big Dipper or the Little Dipper, maybe the Southern Star or the Southern Cross. Thanks, friends, and hope you've enjoyed our story about the night sky.